Take 5. Hey everybody, Mr. Bates here to go over day 1 questions that you did in your review book, and then talk about what we're going to do for day 2, which is chapter 3. In that same review book, each day I'll try to make a video. We'll go over each part, question by question, and hopefully help make sense of some answers. Now, I'm not going to go over every single question. However, I'm going to go over the really important ones. So let's start. Chapter 2, number 1. It would really help if you had your book in front of you while we did this, and then you could kind of follow along with these answers. So number 1, a scientist wants to study the internal structure of a cell in great detail. The best instrument is a microscope. I got my super cool microscope. Went to the store yesterday with Julia. Hey, Jules. And got a AA battery. And now I have a light. And now, just like in school when we had that thing with our phone, you can go over this. It does have an adjustment to move the lens closer or further. However, in your book, the answer is a compound light microscope. This is a simple light microscope because this only has one lens. The one at school has 2. So we multiply the 2 together, 4x times 10x, 40x. So the answer to the question is 1, a compound microscope. Let's look at number 2. Blood plasma can be separated from red blood cells because they have different densities. To separate these, a biologist would use, and I'm going to show you this one with a quick experiment, oil, water, add them both to the test tube. Said test tube meant graduated cylinder. Graduated cylinder, test tube, beaker, marker, banana. If I take these 2 and I mix them up like this, and then they get all mixed in each other, and I then can do this, and this is called the centrifuge. We have the one at school where we put the 2 test tubes in it and they spin really fast. That makes the more dense things get pushed to the side, like the gravitron at the state fair. So your answer is centrifuge 2. Question 4. A student used iodine solution to test a material, which turned very dark blue afterward. And we know iodine. If you look at this clever little schematic, you will see that iodine turns from amber, which is that kind of brown color, to black. And it tests for, we'll let you fill in the blank. Think about it for a second. Starch. Hope you got that one right. That leaves Benedict's going from blue to orange. And we take our test tube and we heat it up. We'll go over that in a minute. Test for glucose. If you need to see some glucose, we'll head up to the old pantry. Sugar. Small sugar, simple sugar. Complex, simple. Complex, simple. Okay, next question. Number 6. An unknown solution may contain glucose. So what do we use? Benedict's. What color will it turn? Orange, only if it's heated. A lot of times the Regents likes to ask questions about that, and they say it is not heated. You have to know that you heat it. Number 7, which piece of equipment should be used to transfer a one-celled organism? That's a pipette. I wish I brought some from home. Those are the little plastic pipettes we use. There's also glass ones that are a lot longer, skinnier. It's kind of like a giant. Let's go to the pantry and find our turkey baster. Jules, do we own a turkey baster? She says, I don't know. She also says, leave me out of the videos. Just kidding. She's at her home office as well. So, number 8. When a student is heating a liquid in a test tube, the mouth of the test tube should be, let's look at this one, pointed away. Obviously, hold the test tube pointing away from you so that any heated substance, this will be a cool angle, any heated substance will not spill onto my face. It will fall onto the backsplash of the counter. So Back to number 8. The Regent style question is, while a student is heating a liquid in a test tube, the mouth should always be pointed away from everybody. That's 4 for number 8. Other ones to look at are number 12. When a person exhales, this is a Regent style question. The solution changes color. You can eliminate 1 and 2 because they say oxygen, and 3 and 4 both say carbon dioxide. You know that it's true because of carbon dioxide. We haven't talked about bromothymol blue, but in the reading you can find out what color that turns. So it's either 3 or 4. And I want you to figure it out. When you heat a test tube that contains a liquid, which is a dangerous action? That is looking into the tube opening to observe a reaction. That's what we just said, and that would be doing this. For a lot of these Regent style questions, you can just imagine yourself doing them and say, not a great plan. Finally, number 15, safety glasses must be worn in the laboratory, especially when heating liquids, but obviously at all times. That is the number 1 safety rule. Stay tuned for tomorrow or later tonight on going over questions from Chapter 3, day number 2, Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. Have a good one. Bye.